Today we shall discuss astrophysics. Astrophysics is a branch of space science that applies the laws of physics to describe the universe. In particular, we shall discuss the solar system and motion in the universe. This lesson will help you understand the composition of the solar system as well as understanding the nature of motion in the universe and what causes the motion. What is solar system? This can be said to be the gravitationally bound system of the sun and the objects that orbit the sun, either directly or indirectly. The objects that orbit the sun directly are the 8 planets, that is Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. Dwarf planets like Pluto, millions of asteroids, comets, and meteorites. There are dozens of moons or satellites that orbit the sun indirectly. The moons and satellites orbit the planets as the planets orbit the sun. Motion in the universe. Planets and comets orbit the sun, whereas the moons and satellites travel around the planets. The reason as to why they move round is because of a strong force of attraction between them, known as gravitational force. Looking at this image, it shows the position of the sun, the planets, and asteroids. As the planets revolve around the sun in their orbits. These orbits are curved and we refer to them as elliptical orbits. The magnitude of the gravitational force of attraction between any two objects in the universe depends on two factors, namely 1. The masses of the two objects. The greater the masses of the two objects, the stronger the attractive force between the objects. In this diagram, we can see two small bodies, and between them we have weak gravitational force of attraction. However, the force of attraction between the sun and the earth is very strong due to their big sizes. The factor 2 is the distance between the two objects. In this, we can say that the greater the distance between the two objects, the weaker the gravitational force of attraction between them, and vice versa. For example, if we let the distance between any two objects, for example between the sun and the earth, to be d, and the gravitational force between them to be F. Suppose this distance is doubled, then the attractive gravitational force is quartered. This diagram shows the position of the sun and the planets. As these planets revolve around the sun, there are forces of attraction between every planet and the sun. The planets that are closest to the sun experience the greatest force of attraction and therefore follow the most curved paths. Planets that are farthest from the sun, like Neptune, feel the weakest pull and follow the least curved paths. Thank you. See you in the next tutorial.